What's up, viewers? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome back to another video. So today we are going to react to the top 50 greatest rappers by Billboard and Vibe. But I'm only reacting to top 20 because we don't get there for top 50. Seriously, yeah, that's basically what we are going to react to. So I'm going to react to the list. I know it's been out since like I think last year or so. But you know, I didn't really have the chance to react to it. And was it last year? I think it was this year, early this year. I'm not even sure. But yeah, it's really very controversial list. That's all I can say for now. I want to give my little reaction to the list because you know I'm a huge fan of rap, and you know I'm a rapper myself, which is actually one of the reasons why I haven't released a live action video for a while. You know, I've been releasing my latest LP. Go stream it, Lone Wolf 2. It's out on every streaming platform. Yeah, so that's the reason why I haven't released any reaction video or any live action video basically on my channel, but I'm back now. So yeah, the top 20 greatest rappers of all time basically, because I can see Ice Cube, so this is most likely of all time. So yeah, let's react to the top 20. Now I will react to the top 20 of Billboard. I will react to the top 20 and then I will give my own top 20 because now all get sense pass. Billboards. Alright now. So let's go, man. So at number 20 we have Big Daddy Kane. So this guy is obviously before my time because we know all this like that. So yeah, Big Daddy Kane at number 20. I have nothing more to say about him because I don't really know him at all. So and number 19. Now we are getting close to people I actually know very well. Missy Elliott. Now this is not a bad number for Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott actually grew up listening to Missy Elliott. I'm not even joking. I love Missy Elliott when I was like maybe like 6 or 7 because I really started listening to music when I was really young. And yeah, Missy Elliott at number 19 is really good. It's really good. I think she. I won't even be upset if she was ahead of Nicki Minaj. Well, we haven't reached Nicki Minaj yet, so that's a spoiler. We already know Nicki Minaj is on the list. But yeah, man, Missy Elliott at number 19. Really like Missy Elliott, man. I remember her early days with her and Timbaland, all their collaboration. Timbaland producing her records, and she been just a magnificent rapper. She was so good, and all her collaboration with Aaliyah, which is just incredible, man. Incredible, Miss Elliott, just an incredible artist. The last song I heard of Missy Elliott, I think I've heard one not that long ago, but the last song I've heard of that I've really liked was her and J. Cole, which was how did that song go? Nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect, eh? But yeah, really great artist. So Miss Elliott number 19, and then we got number 18. Number 18, we got Ice Cube. We got Ice Cube at number 18. Ice Cube, yeah, I listened to Ice Cube a little bit, but I didn't really listen to most of his song during the NWA days. I only listened to Ice Cube when after he left NWA. I've listened to No Vaseline, obviously, which I think is kind of. Look, I honestly think No Vaseline is kind of a little bit overrated. There are people that say like No Vaseline is like the greatest diss song. Like, come on, bro, I can make a whole video about the greatest hit diss song, the greatest diss song, and No Vaseline will not even be in the top 5. 50 Cent and Drake already taking the top spot on my list. We have Back Down by 50 Cent, which I think is the greatest diss song to me. I don't know. And we have Drake's Back to Back. Bro, those two diss songs had a lot more punches than No Vaseline. Like, look, I wasn't born when No Vaseline was released, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, man. For that, man, I don't even know. Wait, what year was No Vaseline released? I have to look that up. But yeah, I always felt like No Vaseline was kind of overrated. But yeah. But I think maybe Ice Cube had a very huge impact. Most likely because of NWA. But I don't know whether he had enough impact as an individual artist. But yeah, he's number 18. And then we have 50 Cent on number 17, which I just think is just unfair. I don't know the method they are using to rate this artist. You know, is it talent? Is it impact? Is it like just short entertainment wise, like music writing and just enjoyable music? Because if it's that, then 50 Cent should be above 17. Bro, when 50 Cent was 50 Cent, that's 2003. In Nigeria, every barber salon you go, in the market, all those locally made school bags and hampers or whatever and satchels, they all have 50 cents picture on it. T-shirts 50 cents, everything was 50 cents. Fake things all had 50 cents on there, on pasted on them. So 50 cents, bro, 50 cents impact is just I just felt like number 50 cents is just way too low to be number 17. And then we have number 16 Scarface ahead of 50 cents. I have no idea. And 50 Cent is also a very good rapper too. It's not, I mean, it's not like the greatest, but it's a reason. 50 Cent basically, 50 Cent was the greatest artist from 2003 to like 2005. Because even the Massacre was really good. And by the way, let me even say this to all of you listening, all you Kanye weirdos listening. Guy, I still think to this day that 50 Cent's Curtis is better than Kanye's Graduation. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything. 50 Cent was better. 50 Cent's Curtis was better than Graduation. Boom. To this day, I enjoy Curtis more than Graduation. Curtis has had better songs. I just feel like look. I'm not saying Graduation was bad though. Graduation is good. It's not bad. But I still feel like I don't even know. And I'm a huge fan of Kanye too. But I just feel like 50 Cent's Curtis was just better. Since I was a kid to this day, I still prefer 50 Cent Curtis than Kanye's Graduation. That's just me. And I remember when they were doing all that competition thing just to make a hype for the album, which was a great marketing thing to do for both artists. But you know, I would have still gone with Curtis. Even though Graduation sold more in the United States, I think Curtis sold more in general, basically worldwide. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, number 16 we have Scarface, who I honestly don't know much about. And number 15 we have J. Cole, which is wow. You know what? Once I keep getting to this list, you understand why this list is just getting a little. Like I still want to know what was the category? How did they rate this artist for J. Cole to be number 15? I know J. Cole doesn't have an individual Grammy. He only got a Grammy through what was it called? 21 Savage, which is just ridiculous. But J. Cole not having a Grammy from his individual work is just ridiculous. So yeah, J. Cole number 15, which I still think is low. And then we have LL Cool J, number 14. I loved LL Cool J as a kid. Bro, his music was just great, and with the no cussing, it was great for just like a family music. And as a child, I loved LL Cool J. Yeah, listen to LL Cool J for actually a very long time. I think I still remember this song he sang with Amari. If you want it, really great artist. I remember Hush. I remember what's the name of this song that was produced by Pharrell. Really has a lot of great. LL Cool J, great. I don't know whether this his the position they kept in is a good one, but number 14 LL Cool J is not bad. Then we have number 13 Rakim too. I know Rakim a lot. I know I've listened to a lot of his songs, even though he was before my time, but I've actually listened to Rakim a lot. So yeah, Rakim number 13, which also is also, I don't know, if it's based on just rap skill, Rakim should be ahead. And this is why this is why this list is very, very controversial. When we start getting to the top, you will realize that this list is very controversial because they are not really using. I think they are just using emotions or whatever to make this list. Because If it's just sheer talent, then Rakim should be ahead. Should be ahead of 13th. And if it's just raw talent, then J. Cole should also be ahead of 15th. But I still don't know. I still don't know like what they're actually doing. I don't know whether it's a real sales number. If it's sales number, 50 Cent should also be ahead. Because 50 Cent is first Get to Right Train sold over 30 million copies. And then we have the Massacre, which also sold like 8 million copies, and then Curtis also sold like I think like 3 million or 5 million, something like that. So if it's based on sales, 50 Cent should also be ahead. So I don't know what they are doing here. And then Rakim, great man, great rapper, great talent, also very good songwriter. He can, and that's what people don't understand. The rap thing is just a talent. If you have the rap, if you're a rapper, it's just a talent. But for you to be an artist, you have to entertain people. It's not just you have to have melody, and that's the reason why Drake is Drake. Drake is not just Drake because he's a rapper. Drake is Drake because Drake understands the music. His music is, he's melodic. Like Drake is the only person that has ever done what he's doing. He's the only artist that has basically conquered the whole important genres of music. So Rakim number 13, and then we have number 12, Andre 3000. Which if you're going to also use just raw talent, it's kind of low for it because Andre 3000 is like the GOAT when it comes to like just raw rap talent. But Andre 2012, I know Andre 3000 obviously. In fact, in my secondary school yearbook, most of Outkast songs were the songs that were playing on my yearbook. Wait, to the kids listening, anybody younger than 21, let me just explain the yearbook to you. So when you finish school, there's this thing called CD. I don't know if I can look for CD. I don't have CD. I also don't have CD. So, but it's called CD and they give to the graduates. So in that CD, it's just like a software, and you click a picture and it shows the story of the graduate students or whatever. So such a damn shit that I have to explain yearbook to them. But yeah, man, in our yearbook CD, Outkast music was way more than most artists' music. I remember Outkast, there was like 5 Outkast songs in my secondary school yearbook. So yeah, Andre 3000, great man, great artist, and great rapper too. And number 11 we have Kanye West. Number 11 we have Kanye West. This is the one I'll actually say is kind of accurate. If they're going to use like basically everything, not raw, not just rap, if they're going to put everything into the pot and mix it, Kanye is kind of, in sales numbers, Kanye is ahead of all of them. In production, talent like a producer is ahead of all of them. But Kanye, if you put rap, you put producing, you put melody, you put this, it's kind of at the middle. So it's not bad for Kanye to be number 11, even though this is top 20, not the top 50. But for the top 20, 11 is not bad for Kanye. Then we have number 10. This is where I start getting pissed off. Now at this number 10, I know the reason why this person is number 10. The reason why this person is number 10 is because of agenda. And yes, I don't want to hear anything like being, what do they even call it? Being gender. I don't even know what they call it. That thing that they say people hate females, which is, I don't know, misogynistic. That's the word. Nicki Minaj is number 10, ahead of J. Cole. Nicki Minaj. So if you are going to use talent, like, come on, J. Cole is also a producer. So ahead of Rakim, ahead of Andre 3000, hell, even ahead of Kanye, ahead of 50 Cent. Nicki Minaj is number 10. I should be number 10. Stream No Move 2, available on every streaming platform. Nicki Minaj is obviously also a very good rapper. I actually listen to a lot of Nicki Minaj too. I'm actually used to be a very huge fan of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, she fell off on my radar after what's the name of the album that had that Anaconda? That was the album. I was like, yo, this woman is done. Like, what's this? So Nicki Minaj, man, but her early work, like from Pink Print downwards, phenomenal. I remember her mixtape. Her mixtape was really good. Her first mixtape was she joined Young Money. Really good. she had this song that she did with Lil Wayne with these guys, this Beyonce's beat. In every day is a beautiful nightmare. She had this remix she did with Lil Wayne. Great song. She also had this remix she did for Lil Wayne and this what's the name of this song with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross? Something Soldiers. I've forgotten. But basically, even that she was great before, but now she's just high. And I don't think this top 10 is there. They are just reaching, honestly. But it's obviously because she's a female artist and she's basically the first female artist to achieve, first female rapper to achieve all these accolades. Still don't have a Grammy though. So yeah, man. And then number 9, which is, you see, this list is just getting ridiculous. Number 9, we have Snoop Dogg. Now, people say, what do you mean Snoop? Rapper. Snoop Dogg is ahead of J. Cole. Snoop Dogg is ahead of Andre 3000. If you're talking about entertainers, Snoop Dogg will be like number 5, 7. I don't even care. But rapping, Snoop Dogg is not. Snoop Dogg is cool. But at number 9, ahead of all these guys, ahead of Kanye. If I'm going to say like if I'm going to compare any work of Kanye and any work and Snoop Dogg's, bro, Kanye's albums were really, really good. From College Dropout to Graduation to 808 to what was it called? Nightmare. Oh my God! Dark Fantasy. My beef with Dark Fantasy. And hell, even what's the album with the Ultraviolet? The one that he released in like 2016 or so. Forgotten. But even down there too, it's not. But you know, towards his late after like 2016, that's when Kanye's works there didn't sound like Kanye anymore. You will know that he didn't have that much hand in the writing of his music. But those early times from Dark Fantasy downwards, is like nobody could touch Kanye. Nobody. And to this day, the only person that I think that could come close to Kanye, or the person that is accurately like the same spot as Kanye, is Drake. Drake is the only person that is, if there's going to be a versus, Drake is the only person that can challenge Kanye. Only Drake on this planet. So yeah, man. And now we have Snoop Dogg ahead of Kanye. And people will think I don't know. Like I was a huge fan of Snoop Dogg as a kid. A huge fan of Snoop Dogg as a kid. Huge. But I still think 9 is really, really too high for Snoop. Love Snoop Dogg too. Man, has a lot of songs too. But this we're talking about rap here. So, but yeah, man. If I could think like those mid 2000s Snoop Dogg and Pharrell collaboration, bro. Woo! Just go to YouTube and just search Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell and just listen to them drop it like a heart. You know you want some more, girl. I don't want my video to be flat, but great songs, man. And yeah, man, 9. And then you see, and then if Snoop Dogg is 9, then they have Drake as number 8. Come on, this is just insulting, man. Look, I know people have all this hate on Drake, and since that ghostwriting thing happened, Drake's GOAT stardom basically just all crumbled. But no, that's just too unfair, you know. And if you're going to use any, like, if the reason why they put Drake at number, if it's not because of the ghostwriting, if the reason why they put him is for him being more R&B now, then how we compare his early works, bruh, take care. Nothing was the same. Let me tell you something. Nothing was the same. If I say this now, who will hate me? Or see, look, Nothing Was the Same is the greatest album I've ever listened to. Now I can listen to I can call some other albums that are good too, like Tupac's Machiavelli, really good. But Nothing Was the Same is, and the reason Nothing Was the Same is really good is because it's very concise. That's like I think 13 songs, which is ridiculous for Drake to release a 13 song album, which I don't think you ever do that, because to just be like wasting money and time. But Nothing Was the Same was, and Nothing Was the Same came out at a very important time of my life. That was the year I graduated from university, so I was like free, and it was just a great time to me. Yeah, Nothing Was the Same was such a masterpiece. And you have Take Care, which I'll put at my number 2 greatest album of all time. So it's both Drake. No, Thank Me Later is not going to be number 3. No, but Thank Me Later was also good. But Thank Me Later was also kind of pretentious. I'll be honest. If you listen to Drake's album after Take Me Later, you'll know that Take Me Later was very pretentious, because that's not Drake. It sounds like what every new artist that's trying to become mainstream sounds like, and that's not Drake. Drake doesn't sound like anyone, and that's why after Nothing Was the Same, Take Care came out, and Take Care was the first Drake sound after like maybe not So Far Gone, but Take Care was Drake. Drake is really unique. He's a very unique artist, and that's very hard to find. Which will bring us to the next person, Lil Wayne, which is number 7. Lil Wayne. I know Lil Wayne is kind of everywhere now. It kind of I don't know. Even Carter 4 to me was just terrible. But Lil Wayne, no. Sorry, I said Carter 4. Sorry, Carter 5. Carter 4 was good. Carter 5 was just kind of nah. But Lil Wayne at number 7. It's not right. It's just not right. Lil Wayne at number 7. Lil Wayne should be at least top 5. Lil Wayne in my book, because from 2006 to 2010, nobody on this planet, nobody could touch Lil Wayne. Nobody. How is Lil Wayne number 7? How is Lil Wayne number 7? Explain it to me. How is Lil Wayne number 7? From Carter 2. Have you listened to Carter 2? Have you listened to Carter 2? Are you mad? Number 7. Oh my god. And all the futures. Let me tell you something. When I was in secondary school, 2005, 2006, 2007, 8, 9. Oh, if you feature Lil Wayne, hit upon hit, that's Lil Wayne. How is it number 7? How? Explain to me how Lil Wayne is number 7. How? And that's why this list is controversial. Lil Wayne number 7. Lil Wayne. All these little people, all these tattoo people on face, all these new artists, that I are seeing now, all these new Yama artists, all these little pump, little kini, little Kini, why Lil Uzi, Lil Wayne all gave back to them. All of them. I don't care. Lil Wayne gave back to all those people. Lil Wayne number 7. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne that created Young Money. If you want to let's even use all the category of music. Let's use how much he has influenced people. Lil Wayne created Drake. How did they make this list? How? Explain it to me. Number 7. Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4. Even Carter 4 was incredible. 6 foot, 7 foot, 6 foot. How? She Will. You know what She Will? And that's Carter 4. And that was his last serious album. That was Carter 4. Still a banger to this day. And Lil Wayne is number 7. And then we have number 6, Biggie. What? See. This is going to sound like a blasphemy to the music world. Lil Wayne is better than Biggie to me. And I'm not talking about like talent or like New York things. No, Biggie just didn't have enough songs in his catalog. Biggie's catalog is too small for him to be ahead of Lil Wayne. That's just the fact. I've listened to Biggie's catalog is way too small for it to be like. I understand Biggie was good, you know, Life After Death, really good, double album and all that. But you know, no. Even when I see people comparing Biggie and Pac is way better than Biggie. Thank God they didn't put Biggie ahead of Pac here. But Pac is way better than Biggie, and it's just because of Biggie's catalog. If Biggie would have been alive, maybe maybe who knows, like 98 or maybe like 2000, maybe he could have created more songs and he could have had a better chance to be like the greatest. But no, Biggie is not ahead of the Wayne. And it sounds really, if you listen to it, if you hear someone say that, what are you talking about? No. But just relax, forget about all this because he died. No. And that's one thing with the rap world. Once someone died, he's the greatest. No. Lil Wayne created Lil Wayne's impact was just ridiculous. Lil Wayne's impact. When Lil Wayne was Lil Wayne, bro, every race, everyone, all over the world, everyone knows Lil Wayne. And then you put... And then number 5, after Biggie, number 5, we have Eminem. I think Eminem should be... This is not a bad spot for Eminem, actually. But when we go further, I'll tell you why Eminem deserves to be ahead of number 5. But I don't want to spoil it. But if you've already seen this list, you already know why Eminem is supposed to be ahead. But number 5, we have Eminem. Eminem is just one of the greatest of all time. There was a time when Eminem was like my greatest of all time. But you know, that was before Drake. It's really hard to beat Drake, man. It's really hard to beat Drake. And I know people keep saying like blah blah blah. Drake has the rap catalog. People just tend to forget. Like Drake is the same guy from Take Care. Even Thank Me Later was good, really good. It just had way too many features. And I don't really respect artists with too many features. Stream Low Move 2, no features. Yo man, so Eminem number 5 is not bad, but you know, yeah man. And Eminem is one of those rappers too that rarely has like a feature that makes a song. Even though Eminem has a feature, you see that he's always been the one that murders it. Even in Renegade, which is Jay-Z, and that's one thing. Another thing we're going to talk about when we get to Jay-Z. All this blind thing about Jay-Z, all this blind crowning of Jay-Z is just ridiculous to me. Wherever in Renegade, M just destroyed Jay-Z and his Jay-Z song. Jay-Z could have just written another verse and just destroyed Eminem, but he just left his bar thinking it was okay. Well, man, no. And then number 4 we have Tupac. No, that's too low. Tupac is too low for number 4 because of the remaining guys on the list. Number 4, Tupac alone. Tupac has Tupac's catalog is really huge, and he died at a very early age, 96, which is very early, and he was very young, in his 20s. So no, Tupac number 4. No, Tupac is, and I've been listening to Tupac since like I don't even know, since I was like I don't know, like 6 or like when I started listening to music. That's when I started listening to Tupac. So no, Tupac at number 4 is just too low. And then we have Nas at number 3. I think Tupac should be ahead of Nas. I think Eminem should be ahead of Nas too. I think Lil Wayne should be ahead of Nas. That's what I'm saying. Drake should be ahead of Nas. What exactly are they using to make the list? Because it doesn't make any sense. If they're saying it's just if they're using just rap talent, then hell, J. Cole should be ahead of 15. But they're obviously not using rap talent. There's something they're using, and whatever they're using is not okay with me. With Nas being number 3 and Tupac is number 4, Eminem is number 5, Lil Wayne is number 7, and Drake is number 8. What exactly are they using to make this list? No. Not all these guys should be ahead of Nas. Tupac, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Drake should be ahead of Nas. And I don't care what you think. That's just I'm not using. Look, Nas. Even you listen, even if you ask people that are like diehard fans of Nas, just ask them, What's the greatest album? The only thing is Illmatic. That's it. They have not. That's their only argument. And I've listened to Illmatic. And look, it's not a bad album, but no, Nas should not be number 3. Well, Nas catalog is not that. It's not that powerful to be like number 3. To be ahead of these guys. Number 2. This is the reason why I'm really pissed. Number 2, they said Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar. This is what people don't know. I actually knew Kendrick Lamar before most people. I'm not saying I live in Los Angeles or California or whatever, but I knew Kendrick Lamar. I actually knew J-Rock before Kendrick Lamar. I actually knew J-Rock before Kendrick Lamar. I knew the first time I heard Kendrick Lamar was in J-Rock's song, Ghetto. I'm from the ghetto. That was the first time I heard of Kendrick. That was the first time I heard Kendrick Lamar. And I started looking into him and I realized that he was a good rapper, blah, blah, blah. But that was the first time I heard of Kendrick Lamar. But I knew of Kendrick Lamar like way before he became what he is. Yes, Kendrick Lamar is a good talent, blah, 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 blah. But all the Eminem has better catalog, has better songs. Like if you are going to list songs with most impact, with artists with most impact, like all that, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and even Drake ahead of Kendrick Lamar. I don't care what people say, like blah blah blah. No, I don't see why Kendrick Lamar is ahead of number 2, ahead of all these guys, even ahead of Andre. What are they using to make this list? I still don't get it. And then number 1, we have Jay-Z. Obviously, you already know who is going to be number 1, which I just think is look. Putting Jay-Z as number 1 is the safest answer. If you ask who is the people just say who. But the thing is that Jay-Z has never been the best since he came out. Jay-Z has never been the best since Jay-Z, he dropped Reasonable Doubt in 96. Was it 96 or 97? So Jay-Z has never been the best since he came out. Whichever year Jay-Z dropped the album, there was an artist that was better than him. Whichever year he dropped an album. And you should start counting from the years that Jay-Z has been active. All those years there were artists that had more hits than him. So what are they using? Are they using hits? Are they using like raw talent, rap talent? If they are using rap talent, then maybe Jay-Z should be number 1 because Jay-Z is an extremely good rapper. But are they using everything? Are they using some of the most impact? Jay-Z has a lot of impact in like New York rap and all that, and just rap in general, honestly. But like if you are going to just put everything together, Jay-Z is not. It's just the safest answer. But even if I was asked like in like live TV, who do you think is better? I'll most likely choose Jay-Z because that's the safest answer. It's just because you can never go wrong with Jay-Z. It doesn't sound controversial, but if you just sit down and just think about it, you just realize that Jay-Z is not. Let's just stay with Jay-Z. But even Eminem has more sales than all these guys here. M has more sales than all of them. So it's most likely not because of sales. M and Drake are sales. Impact, I'll put Lil Wayne ahead of Jay-Z because all these new artists were born by Lil Wayne. So if this was like 2010 or like 2010, I'll put Jay-Z as the best. I'll be comfortable with that. But now, it sounds bitter in my mouth. So yeah, that's the top 50 greatest. But this is my own. That's the top 20 greatest, but this is my own top 10. I didn't go far as top 50, top 20 because I don't have the energy. Now, you have to remember, this is my opinion. But not only my opinion, this is really the best list I can think of. I know it's my opinion and all that, but I don't think the Billboard list was there was a little bit emotion and a little softness in it, but you know, let's go. So these are my top 10, and number 10 is Nas, and we'll go as fast as possible. So number 10 is Nas, number 9 is Biggie, number 8 is Busta Rhymes. They didn't have Busta Rhymes on their top 10, but I think Busta Rhymes was in the top 100. I don't know what position Busta Rhymes was, but let's go. Number 7, J. Cole. Number 6, Kendrick. Yes, Kendrick is number 6. Number 5, we have Lil Wayne. Number 4, we have Drake. Now, I know what I said about Lil Wayne, about him giving back to Drake and all that, but at the same time, this is 2023, and in 2023, Drake is I just think Drake has a better body of work in general than Lil Wayne. I think even Lil Wayne agree with me. Number 3 we have Eminem, which is I think is just the best position for Eminem, and number 2 we have Hov, Jay-Z, and then number 1 we have Pac. Yes, number 1 is Pac. The reason why I'm putting Pac in number 1 is because Pac is not only a very very good rapper, but Pac's music had story in it. It has power in it. It just had this push, this emotional and just spiritual push in it, and it's just I haven't seen any artist that is doing what Pac did. I actually can't, like, I'm trying to even think of it right now, and I can't point at any artist right now. So Pac is just my number 1. And Pac has a lot of music out there. Yeah, so Pac has a lot of music out there, and you know, there's a lot to pick from Pac, and yeah, it's an easy number 1 for me for Pac. You know, and I understand how most people say Hov is number 1, you know, Jay-Z is number 1, blah 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 blah. But you know, I just feel like Jay-Z is the safest number 1, but it just doesn't taste well. I could even put M above Jay-Z, but the reason I'm leaving Jay-Z here is because Jay-Z M has more. Look, let me even put it this way: M has more impact than Jay-Z in general, because M is one of the only rappers. M actually brought other races to rap, like white people. A lot of white people started listening to rap because of. I'm not talking about just a white guy that is interested in rap. No, I'm talking about people that were interested in like rock. If you can remember, most of Eminem's albums had the instrumental were rock. Sing for the Moment, Lose Yourself. Just most of Eminem's hits had rock and roll beats in them. You know, it has the electric guitar and all that. So Eminem had a lot of impact, but I'm still going to put Hov above him because Hov kind of. I just feel like Hov is just above. I don't know. Maybe I'm also using the safe thing, but I just feel like Hov is. Let's just leave it like this. Let's leave M at 3 and Hov at 2. But in terms of sales record, M obviously has way more sales numbers. Even Drake has more than Hov. But yeah, Drake is number 4 basically because it's just Drake, you know. And I don't really care about all those ghostwriting things. Even though with the ghostwriting or without the ghostwriting, I'll still put Drake at number 4. I just think that's the best part for him. And the only reason why they don't is number 5 is just because it's 2023, and it's just the best way to put it is just 2023. And at this moment right now, Lil Wayne is not what he used to be in 2006 to 11. So you know, so I think 5 is the best spot for Lil Wayne, and Kendrick 6 is the best spot for Kendrick. Kendrick doesn't have that much body of work. His music isn't that much, and most of his music I think is. I will just say it. I think Kendrick is a little bit overrated, to be honest. I think it's a little bit overrated. The best Kendrick's album to this day to me is Damn. I know people keep saying Good Kid, Mad City is the best of Kendrick. Blah blah. I've listened to Good Kid, but it's not. It's just I. It's not I. It's like I'll give you like 8 or maybe like 7.5 out of 10. But Damn, I'm going to give Damn like a very strong 9. Damn was a really really good album, and that's my most favorite Kendrick's album, and that's because, and besides that, Damn has a lot of melodic songs. So if you're even going to go with like the Drake going to R&B, Damn is Kendrick's most successful album, and it also has a lot of melodic. So people just pick and choose who they want to criticize. And J. Cole is 7 just because J. Cole is 7. I think J. Cole deserves way more accolade. You know, I think he deserves a personal Grammy. And we have Busta Rhymes at 8. I just think it just makes more sense. I've been listening to Busta Rhymes since I was a kid. So you know, since the Break Your Neck days. And yeah, man, Busta Rhymes 8 is just perfect. And his latest album, which came out in 2020 or 2021, 2020 or 2021, I can't remember. So that was also really really good for an artist that has been out since the early 90s. So it's just incredible. And Biggie 9 is just because Biggie doesn't have that much catalog, so it just seems like the best place to put Biggie. And I said it before I made my list. Biggie is just the best place for Biggie. 9. He just doesn't have that much body of work. Maybe he was alive to like maybe early 2000, or he was still alive. Like maybe he could have made more music, and maybe he could have been better than the position he is right now. But Biggie is not because of his skill or whatnot. It's just because his body of work isn't that much. He doesn't have that much music in his catalog. So Nas at number 10 is just Nas at number 10. The only reason why I'm even putting Nas at number 10 is just because it's Nas. Because he has this reputation in the industry, but I'm not really. And I've been listening to Nas since I was a kid too. Yeah. Since I know I can be what I wanna. Yeah. And I think Nas's greatest song to this day is Ether. That's his greatest song. I don't want to hear anything. That's his greatest song, and all that is because of Jay-Z. And I don't want to say Takeover is better than Ether because that's a lie. But Ether is Nas's greatest song ever to this day. I don't think there's any song that's better than Ether in Nas's catalog. But yeah. Maybe his collaboration with Damian Marley, those were really good, extremely great. But if I'm going to talk about a song of him alone by himself, just without features, it's Ether. So yeah, that's it for the video. And like and subscribe and stream my LP Lone Wolf 2. I'm going to put the link in the description section below. Stream it and criticize it. Come to this video and tell me my LP songs. I'll appreciate it. I love criticism. And yeah, man, that's for the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
My saddest moment is when I'm the happiest, cause I always think what happens when this good moment's gone. There's something wrong with my brain, I hate this fucking pain. It's heavy on my heart like a cargo on a plane. But I still grateful, nigga, cause I'm alive today. It's not too late, nigga, I can still die today. The tunnel was dark to the end. Where the fuck is Friday as a kid?